Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. In today's video, well, we're going to be taking a look at the final Jimmy John's diecast ever to be made with Kevin Harvick. Yep, it is unfortunately the end of the Jimmy John's era for Kevin Harvick, unless he wins a freaking race in it within the next, 2 weeks, and they make a race-to-win diecast. I highly doubt it, but for the 164 line, this is the final salute for the Jimmy John's era. And without further ado, let's go ahead and check it out. Brand new out of the good old box, and I tell you what, I am going to miss these Jimmy John's Mustangs so much, man. I mean, think about it. He's been having these cats on his cup car ever since Shell left Richard Childress Racing after the 2010 season. They came on board in 2011, and every time I see the Jimmy John's logo, you know what I think of? I think of Fontana 2011, Kevin Harvick closing in on Jimmy Johnson and stealing that win. Every time I see the Jimmy John's logo, that's what I think of. So, what a great run they've been with Kevin Harvick. But never fear, a new sponsor is coming on for Kevin Harvick. Subway. Can you believe it that Subway is going to be sponsoring Kevin Harvick? I really think they would sponsor someone more like Tyler Reddick or someone. You know, one of the up-and-coming drivers who just got that full-time ride. He's just in the playoffs. I'm kind of puzzled why they would choose Kevin Harvick, but you know what? He's always been good with his sponsors. So Kevin Harvick right there on the front windshield banner, Ford logos, Jimmy John's sandwiches. I would say the Jimmy John's logo looks a little bit different though. Maybe it's the double J's right there, Jimmy Johnson, which I think they should sponsor Jimmy Johnson at IndyCar. How funny would that be if Jimmy John sponsored Jimmy Johnson? That would be great. You got the Ford logo, got the Mustang, you got the pony galloping along at number 4 right there. Stuart Haas Racing right there. And with this being the final Jimmy John's 164, at least for Kevin Harvick's sake, this one could dry up. I don't think a lot of people expect it to, because there's probably going to be a NASCAR Authentics release. This is a little bit of a different paint scheme than last year, so I gotta be honest with you. I gotta put this one kind of on alert, because you don't know if this car is going to dry up or not. I will say this section here and this section here is very plain, but I still think this Mustang looks awesome. I believe it's still in stock over there at Circuit Diecast. Use the promo code DIECASTBuffet down below, and you'll get free shipping on any diecast order. 124s, 164s, it don't matter what it could be. You could literally just order a bunch of keychains, and if it's over 20 bucks, you get freaking free shipping. How cool is that? But I would absolutely pick up this car. If I could only get one Kevin Harvick car, this one might be one of those, definitely. Got the Kevin Harvick logo right there. Very small name banner, unfortunately, or above the driver's side window. Ford Mobil 1, Haas, Hunt Brothers Pizza, which I still think's on board with them. So I'm kind of questioning that, how Hunt Brothers Pizza doesn't see Subway as a conflict of interest. Got Rush Truck Centers there. Mobil 1, Freaky Fast. Got the Jimmy John's Sandwiches logo there. Hunt Brothers Pizza. I'm assuming Hunt Brothers Pizza and Jimmy John's are owned by the same cats. Could be wrong on that. American Ethanol. Love the number 4. That red number 4 looks really sharp. Now, on the original car, there'll be a Busch logo right here. Obviously, they wanted to get some Kevin Harvick merchandise out. That is, well, ages 4 and up, you know. So that's why there's no Busch logo, even though it's a Gold Series car. You know, let's be honest, everyone had Dale Jr. Budweiser stuff growing up. Rusty Wallace Miller Lite stuff, and not everyone's alcoholic, so who knows. We got the Goodyear decal there. I love that bright yellow. Cup Series race car. I kind of like this, a little bit of like a 50s classic, like shark fin. It reminds me of like some Bel Air chrome stripes you would see on the quarter panel. Like that. Very, very sharp. But this whole spot right here and this spot right here, I mean, they really should have just broke it up with like a white stripe down here, maybe more of that silver striping. To me, it looks so plain on the bottom. I mean, there's no sponsors, there's no decals. Yes, there'd be a Busch logo here, but still, you got this whole real estate panel, and they want to move the numbers up, yet they leave gigantic sponsorship gaps like this. Blows my freaking mind. Why don't they put the Freaky Fast decal on the side skirts? Put it right here. Whatever. No, they complain. They need to move the numbers. Yeah, you got this gigantic piece of real estate here. Oh, good grief. So over here to the back end of the car, you got Jimmy John's. Once again, I like that. No outlining to it. No, circular ring. Just the fonts. I like that. Got Jimmy John's. Got Mobil 1, number 4. Got the Ford license plate. Very, very sharp. Got the black spoiler there. Looks really good with the gloss paint job. Or actually, no, it's not paint job. That's actually decal. Well, the black decal on the back of the Ford Mustang looks fantastic Over to the right side of the car again, you could really see the lack of real estate on this car. There's totally no room to put extra sponsor decals, but we got to move the number up, guys. Totally. Give me a break. But yeah, definitely a cool looking car nonetheless. I mean, if you had some spare Busch decals, I would recommend putting it on the roof and putting it here, and you could really complete this hot rod. But I just, something tells me this is going to be a car a lot of Kevin Harvick fans are going to want. I don't know why. I know every year the Hunt Brothers cars, the Mobile One car, and then the Jimmy John's ones are generally the Authentics releases because they got to get Kevin Harvick merch out to the retail stores, which I understand that. But with this being the final Jimmy John's car, this one's kind of a send-off. I'm not saying it's going to dry up, but I would definitely put it on a awareness list, so to speak. Number 4 right there on the roof, love that. The red in the middle, the white outlining, and then the final outlining, the black outlining. Looks so good. Harvick right there on the back window piece. A little bit loose, but it's all good. And you got Jimmy John's right there on the back deck lid. I gotta say, man, this car looks fantastic. Look at the shine on that back spoiler right there. You can see the Jimmy John's reflection. If you kind of just ignore the lack of side skirt, sponsor, detail, whatever you want to call it, this is a really cool looking paint scheme. I mean, if you kind of look at it like that, it looks fantastic. I wish they would have took the striping and maybe duplicated it and made it, you know, twice as big on the side skirt just to kind of break the paint scheme up a little bit, because it does look a little bit plain to me. There's a little paint chip as well. But that's just my honest opinion. Still, this being the final Jimmy John's Harvick diecast, you got to get it if you're a Harvick fan. I mean, like I said, he's been sponsored by these cats for a decade now, and it's just one of those cool sponsorships that are just really stuck around. Who knows? They may come back and sponsor someone else. I wouldn't be surprised if they came on board and sponsor like Trackhouse or something with Ross Chastain. You never know. I mean, look, if Subway can come back into sport and sponsor Kevin Harvick, I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny because, you know, what's going to be hilarious is, like, one week they're going to be sponsoring Subway, right? And they're going to be saying, oh, you know, eat fresh. And then the next week they're going to have Busch beer and all kinds of stuff on the car the next week. I just think that's funny how they're going to try to sell beer with Kevin Harvick and then they're going to try to sell healthy Subway with people. I just think that's going to be funny, seeing Busch logos on his Subway car. Oh, gosh. Gotta love NASCAR sponsors. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. This has been a fun review. Absolutely, if you can get this car, go get it. I'm pretty sure it's in stock over at Circle B. This one's not really a hot seller, which I think could be a good reason why it will dry up, because no one's really expecting it to. That's what I'm saying. It might take years, but I would want this car. Final year for Gen 6. Final Jimmy John's Harvick paint scheme. Unless they run some special one before Subway comes on board and tries to sell sandwiches and beer. But, yeah, that's a cool looking diecast in my opinion. What an awesome car. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Don't eat too much Jimmy John's, popcorn, beef jerky, whatever you prefer. Diecast Buffet, signing off.